the finance minister can lay the budget on the floor on behalf of the president. The House too is prepared to make our input for the finance minister to convey it to the president. So you can't just come and move the motion and you are not there. Remember, we are in a critical stage as a country. And members have researched. Over the weekend, we were all in. You took us there. You gave us technical insight and guidance. Members are prepared to make their input. And Mr. Speaker, it is only appropriate that the finance minister must be here. Mr. Speaker, if he's not ready to do the job, he must let the House know. He must be here for us to make our input. Then he sent it there. We are in a critical stage as a country, and we want to bring our suggestions in the form of debate. So you bring a motion, when we finish, then you say you should wonder, how is he going to take economic notice of the input that Honorable Kesaratu Forsen and others are going to be making? And you know the alternative views are going to be coming from this side. Our views cannot just be said without being considered. Mr. Speaker, we take serious concern about the absence of the finance minister in the House.
Mr. Speaker, the matter raised by the Deputy Whip on the minority side is very grave, Mr. Speaker. This attitude is becoming too much. Mr. Speaker, the practice where ministers of finance present budget and fail to collect input should not be entertained. It is becoming too much from this finance minister. Mr. Speaker, I didn't start from today. You cannot read a budget and fail to solicit input to improve it going forward. Mr. Speaker, this is unbecoming of our minister responsible for finance, and we should not entertain it. Mr. Speaker, if we have our way, we should not debate until he appears before us before we start the debate. Mr. Speaker, this means that whatever you say, Mr. Speaker, the minister is not going to pick it up. And then obviously make input. Mr. Speaker, in building a nation, you get input from both sides. You don't just present a budget and travel abroad or go and sit in your office. Mr. Speaker, we cannot accept this. You should come before we start the debate.
In addition to the absence of the finance minister, it's also the absence of the majority members. Mr. Speaker, there are only 21. Meanwhile, the title of the budget is in Kabum. How can we do a Kabum debate when we are more than the people we are supposed to Kabum? Mr. Speaker, they are not ready to Kabum. So they should come to the floor so we debate the budget in an Kabum manner. Thank you.
Get the record straight. First of all, the Constitution does not provide anywhere that the budget statement and economic policy should be submitted to this House by the Minister of Finance. You are totally wrong. The Constitution does not say that anywhere. Mr. Speaker, Article 179 of the Constitution provides the President shall cause to be prepared and laid before Parliament at least 1 month before the end of the financial year, estimates of the revenues and expenditure of government of Ghana for the following financial year. That's all that it says. It doesn't mention the minister responsible for finance. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, you are aware that when we went to Ho, the minister indicated, for good reason, that he was going to be absent from the country. Mr. Speaker, you are aware of the reason that he gave. And so, but fortunately, the two deputy ministers for finance are even here.